All right, hey everybody. This is the foam rolling for runners, and so with runners, especially those that run regularly, or maybe you're preparing for your first marathon or half marathon or 10K or 5K or whatever, and there's just some injuries that are a little more specific to runners that foam rolling can really help take care of. So if you have any issues with the knees, the hips, anything like that, we're going to try to take care of some of that with the foam rolling today. And I really do suggest that you invest in one of these and, you know, treat it like your favorite pair of running shoes. Make sure that you're taking care of it. Make sure that you're taking care of your muscles, because in all honesty, I know a lot of us runners will drop lots of money on shoes, and yet we don't do what we need to do to take care of the muscles. And hopefully your muscles are going to last longer than your shoes. So we're going to get started with the calves. And as most runners know, you know, the calves can be really, really tight. My calves are pretty much always tight. But, you know, your core is always braced. You take one foot over the other and start down by your Achilles and really take your time to roll to the inside of the calf. Roll up. Whenever you meet that tense spot, relax. Just hold it there. Let the foot even hang. That is like ouchie mama today for me. So you can roll that. You can actually roll that all the way up the calf. And you can roll back down. You will not want to go this fast. I'm just trying to just show you. And then, you know, roll towards the center. Your calf is the gastrocnemius, is a two-headed muscle. And so you want to roll to where the center of it, you know, the heads kind of come apart a little bit, and you can get into those really tender, kind of juicy areas in the calf that get so tight with regular running. And you can build up knots in the heads of the muscles, between the two heads of the muscles. And those knots are really difficult. Even if you go see a massage therapist regularly, they're very difficult to get rid of. And foam rolling helps to keep the muscle a little more pliable, and it keeps the fascia a little more loose so that it doesn't kink up and cause a lot of issues. And then the outside of the calf, same thing. We're not to your peroneals yet, so don't go too far over. But, you know, you're just really camping out on the calf a little bit. And then you can even roll from side to side. You know, if you're getting super tense in the shoulders, or maybe you're, you know, running out of breath because it hurts, put your butt down. All right, not a big deal. Peroneals are right here, and these are, you know, when you get shin splints, basically all shin splints are, is it's that we've built up the calf, and the calf is now overly active, and it's not giving anything to the front of the body, and then the front of the body will start to break down and tear away, and you get shin splints. And I used to think people were weenies when they would tell me they had shin splints, and that's why they couldn't come work out. But then I got some. Yeah, weenies no more. Those hurt. So you're gonna lean forward a little bit. You can have the feet stacked, and you're coming towards your ankle, never on the joint itself. And then you just kind of roll it out. Roll it out. You can come all the way up towards your knee, but you know where your peroneals end, and they end about a good 2 to 3 inches before the kneecap itself. So you don't want to get all up in the kneecap. That would not be good. All right, hamstrings. It depends on how you run. If you're running correctly, your hamstrings should be a little bit tender. If you're having some running issues, then you're probably going to be a little more tender in the quads. But just kind of roll it from side to side. You don't have to have the foot on top. You don't even have to have your hips up. You can actually just kind of roll, you know. Same thing as your calf. Your hamstrings, obviously, a little bit bigger. So you can roll down the center. You know, same deal. You can roll down the side, and honestly, that feels really good. But what I want you to focus on, especially for runners, now this is not so big a thing as it is for runners, but you always want to focus on moving the foam roller up. So you're constantly moving the blood flow up the leg towards the heart, because it's going to help with a myriad of different things. It's going to help with some of the tension that just gets stored in places down the legs. It's also going to help with a lot of the knots that come up in the lower leg. And ladies, it's going to help prevent varicose veins. There you go. So you're always trying to get the blood flow up. Obviously, you do one leg and then the other. It doesn't matter if you do the whole leg or if you just do one calf and then the other calf, whatever. Then from here, we're going to move on to the IT band. And we're actually going to start low. So it doesn't matter if you have the leg forward or back. Some people find greater access to the IT band if they have the leg forward, but it can also be a little tough to handle because the IT band can be really, really tender. And so you're just trying to stay right on the side of the leg, and you are gingerly inching your way up. I start busting a sweat just foam rolling. And I don't know if it's just like because it's work, you know, because you're having to hold your body weight up and you're having to brace your core and blah, blah. Or if my body just knows what's coming. So the next one is your quadriceps. All right, four-headed muscle, front of the thigh. For runners, I'm suggesting one leg at a time. So you're going to place the foam roller above the knee. And then usually I start close to the IT band. And I'll roll up. And if you find a tender spot, just move. It is such a tiny movement. Just tiny, teeny, okay? And then you start again above the knee, maybe towards the center, and you roll it out. And you can even move all the way up close towards the hip flexor. That's cool if you want to do that, okay? And then the last thing is the inner thigh, the adductors. So you lay down beside your foam roller, place it above the knee joint on the meaty part, tilt your foot up a little bit, and then just kind of roll. These are really tight today, which is odd for me. It's very odd for me. But you know, just kind of roll, and when you find a spot that's just like wow, then just play with the foot. So you lift it and you lower it, which is going to move. It actually moves the femur towards the muscle, which is then going to compress the muscle a little bit more into the foam roller. And that's what foam rolling is all about, is compression. So that's it for my demo. That is your foam rolling for running. I want you to focus always on getting it moving up and towards the legs. And then there's another video on foam rolling for the lower body, which goes a little bit more into the glutes and hips and the rest of the leg. But those are the most important areas for runners, particularly before a run. Do the lower body foam rolling after. That includes everything from the hips down. And you know, hit the back after your run. That's always a great thing. But that's your foam rolling for today. I hope that you had a great time, and give a foam roller a try. Give it at least 2 weeks of regular foam rolling before your runs to see results. And you'll notice that your knees and hips don't bother you as much. So until I see you next time, I hope that you have a healthy day.